Hello everyone, and welcome to another Howler for an Hour. This stream will have 2 Howler reviews, and I won't be using a timer for either of them, as that's all we're going to be playing today, and we're simply going to play until we've hit the end of the stream or hit the end of our enjoyment of each game. But we're going to start today with Ultra Mega Cats. This is a cooperative game where you play as a variety of different kitties with different abilities each. It reminds a bit of a hero shooter, with each character having completely different loadouts and abilities. But, unlike a hero shooter, this is not PvP, but actually PvE. It is specifically a roguelike, where you're fighting against a bunch of AI-controlled components, along with a friend that you can play cooperative with. I believe co-op of this preview build, as it is a preview build, is only 2-player, but the full release will have 4-player. Now, normally, we don't accept keys in our demos or preview builds, but we accepted this one because it specifically states it will become a full key upon release. So it will go from a preview build to a full key game, which is fair enough. That also means that we could give a full review to this later on, if we enjoy it today. I suppose we'll see. Now before we begin, of course, the usual stuff. If you like the video, do think about giving a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that, if you wish. And if you really wish, come on over to Twitch, as we are trying to reach partner, but more importantly, we're just simply having an active audience is something we would enjoy having as well. Some days that's a little hard to achieve, but with your help, we can always reach that. And thank you, current active audience, for being here. We also have a Discord server if you'd like to check that out. There's a coffee link if you'd like to help monetize things, and a merch store if you wish to buy some neat little knickknacks here and there. Links are on the description. We also have Krisav's here today for the co-op partner. We'll play as long as Krisav's likes, or until as long as we both like this game. Krisav's is a little sick, so we'll pace it. We'll pace with this, alright? And if you need little breaks, let us know. Now, before we fully begin, there is a bit more here. There is a few requirements with this key accepting. I have to inform you guys of a few things. First off, the game is in a preview build right now. It was clearly timed for Steam Next Fest, which is going on as it almost always is, because it happens for 3 times a year. But the early access launch for this game is set for May 2025, so it's not far out. It will have more characters, more content, and I suppose would be a good time to return to this if we enjoy it today. Also, early access players will have access to a new character beyond the 2 that are currently in this preview build that we'll be checking out. The new character will be a cowboy cat voiced by Roger Clark. I'm not sure who that is. He seems to be an Irish-American voice actor and actor. Perhaps some of you know him. Oh, I see. He played Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption 2. That's a rather starring role, I suppose. That's a big deal, I suppose. I see why they'd want me to mention that. We also would like to encourage players to check out the demo of this for themselves. I don't know if it's the same as the preview build we'll be checking out, but I imagine it either is or very similar. It is right here. We'll be putting the link in the description of the video as usual as well, but I'll put it in the chat for now. Players who will play during the Next Fest period that's running right now will also have their progress transferred to launch. So it appears the demo may be temporary, but if you play the demo for Next Fest, it will transfer your progress over to the full version if you buy later. Also, we want to encourage you to wishlist the game, though how much I encourage that depends on how much we enjoy today. If you think it looks interesting, do consider wishlisting. Alright, that is the content requirements of me, besides simply playing the game. So, let's see about that. Let's see. Oh, yes, that's right. So there's 2 characters available right now, and it looks like the roster will eventually have 5 characters. What we have right now is just a little kitty in a giant mech, named BB Cat. And we also have Kagero, who is effectively a ninja cat. Now, we were having a little discussion, Grizzles, about which characters we should play. But, since we're both flexible on this, we could let the audience decide if they'd like. What do you think about that?
Sure.
Alright. Is anyone here capable of starting a poll for us, or should I do it myself? we'll run a 1-minute poll, and you guys can pick, and we'll make this simple. Simply put, one of us will play BB Cat, the mech, one of us will play Gagiro, the ninja. So, I will simply run a poll. Okay, Shika, I shall do it. One moment as I figure out how to do so.
Do we slash poll?
Slash poll? Alright. Ah, I see.
And you press enter? Yep.
And then enter what I want the question or header to be?
Yes, the question and the options.
So slash poll space the question space one answer space another answer? Is that how it works?
No, like you do slash poll first and press enter. Just send it.
Ah, I see. I thought I had to enter a whole text string. Now I understand, thank you. I didn't even know it could open an interface like that. We'll set this for a 1-minute duration, and audience, this is your time to influence what happens. So, that will do. Instead of voting which of us should be which thing, I will simply make the question, should Nikki play Kagero the Ninja or BB Cat the Mech Pilot? Whichever I play, whichever I don't play, is what Chrisaz will play, obviously. So, there's a poll going on right now, and I encourage you guys to vote. Shall I be a ninja? This one. Let's look at their abilities as the poll goes. BB Cat, machine gun, automatic heat-based missile. Milk launcher, throws an explosive missile. Perinetic, BB Cat grabs an enemy or party member with telekinetic power. Protection shield, creates a shield that absorbs damage in front of BB Cat. Yarn Ball transforms BB Cat into a ball of yarn for a short duration. And Verification, additional shield attribute that protects BB Cat from incoming damage. So they seem more tanky, that makes sense given the frame. Kagero, kinetic bow, shoots an arrow from the bow. Slash, Kagero dashes forward, dealing damage to Katana to enemies in her way. Stealth, Kagero becomes invisible and drops spiked mines. Dash, dashes the direction of movement, dodging all incoming damage. Meowver Drive, Kagero enters an overcharged state, granted increased movement speed, damage, incoming damage reduction, and cooldown reduction. It resets all cooldowns upon activation. And Clodacity, Fury-like energy meter, killing enemies that receive damage, generates this resource. Kageras, of course, they sound a bit more fragile and a little more dodgy. And of course the poll is ended with most votes going to me piloting the BB Cat. I suppose that's fair. I believe the pilot is in fact a feral kitty, just like me. So, fair enough. Let's go ahead and select BB Cat and multiplayer. No sessions found, sad face. And also, you may have noticed we're already seeing plenty of cat puns. They just come with the territory. Humans can't help themselves, can they? Let's create a game. I assume that's what I must press. Alright. The frame rate's not ideal. Let me adjust the settings further. This is an Unreal Engine game, so I expected as much.
And now the settings are on Epic, so yeah. If you wanna adjust that.
And because it is Unreal, it's one of those situations where if you lower all the settings all the way, the game still looks rather nice, because Epic's Unreal Engine is not terribly good at lowering settings.
There's a join game. There you go.
Yeah, this is low settings, everyone. I don't even think it looks that low, but alright. Let's see here. Let's turn up the audio a bit more. Let's shoot a bit. That volume seems relatively fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to lower this resolution for sure. Okay, let me see.
Ah yes, that was the other reason the Charm doesn't typically check out demos. They tend to be less stable.
Yeah.
The exception being Sage. But Sage is a mixed bag of full games and demos, so I think that works better for Charm than, say, Steam Next Fest. I suppose I could have a small rant about that. Steam Next Fest is a bit obnoxious. Charm is part of many different PR and press email sets, and that means that she gets emails all the time for upcoming games or games that are releasing, and that's fine. But whenever Steam Next Fest happens, the emails triple, quadruple, sextuple in number. There tends to be plenty of reminders. Make sure to check out the demo. The demo's coming out soon. The demo's out. Have you checked out the demo? For every single game that wishes to email about it. Steam Next Fest is a bit obnoxious if you don't want to engage with all this demo stuff. But you are, at the same time, part of PR outlets. That being said, I don't think Next Fest is bad. I just think it runs a little too often. It used to run once a year, but actually runs 3 times every year now. Which basically means it's sort of like having Christmas 3 times a year. It could be a little bit exciting, but if you had Christmas 3 times a year, you'd get slightly burned out, wouldn't you? I like how it has your icon, your Steam icon, onto the side there next to your health bar. Now, let's see. It appears I can just shoot this. Is a heat meter. Alright. So that's my basic, and then I can... Another reason to use all my abilities is it seems it's lagging every time I first use a new ability.
Yeah.
It needs to load the projectiles, so I may as well... So this is the
the
melt
second
launcher.
time it doesn't lag anymore. Yeah.
Friendly fire doesn't seem to be a problem. Checking that. Oh good, I have an obnoxious adolescence of a kitty here. That is how some cats are. Basically, nya type cats. I do like them there, standing there. They do seem to be feral, but are standing upright to pilot the mech. Quite cute. What do they look like from the front? I can only see them from the back.
Oh yes, I can send a screenshot. Ah!
I guess I could do the same for you. You look very intense. Here. Of course, we can
You're
switch
a
roles at
derpy
some
being.
point, too. You look quite shifty. But I mean, you are a ninja. I'll share with you all the expression of my kitty when we switch roles later. So, this shield doesn't seem to be going away, by the way. Not until I place another one. Protection, indeed. I wonder how many puns we'll hear. You can keep count if you'd like, audience.
You're like me now. I like you.
How is the volume right now? Is it too loud? Or is it just right? I feel as if I'm maxing the audio settings, it still feels fine, so I think I'll just max them. Let's see, what else can I do? Q is like a hand ability. Wasn't there something about being able to fling things, including allies? Doesn't seem to work on you. At least not here. Is there any way to look at my abilities? No, it doesn't seem there's any menu. But if you hit tab... If you hit tab, Chrysovs, aspects.
See, primary, secondary.
Modifiers, I assume. Interesting. And it just says vending machine at the bottom, I suppose. Do we get aspects for the vending machine?
Like the wind itself.
Area closed. Lisbeth works here. Do not disturb. Lisbeth, A mechanic cat of some sort? They seem to be wearing a hammer. Wielding a hammer. You don't tend to wear a hammer. I suppose if it's in a tool belt, you're wearing a hammer, but... Oh, I see. Each area, this is a secret base, where each area is dedicated to a different cat. So what we have here in this little playroom area, given the mech drawings on the wall, and other things, this must be my character's, space. Including a little Astro Kids bed. Yes, we're playing as a little kitty cat, aren't we?
Yep.
I suppose this is the little kid who is actually a mechanical savant type of character. Probably built their first air conditioning at 2. Sort of character. What else we got around here? More mechs.
Oh, I see. So you get your modifiers over here.
Oh, do you have a double jump?
It's like your... I do.
I have this.
Oh, you can go a lot, yeah.
Wow, that's a long... I only used 1/3 of the charge doing that. That's a lot of fuel. But it's not replenishing, so it must be limited. Noted. Cat mods. Purchase Colossum mods that last forever and whisker your way to victory. Oh, I'm sorry. Purchase. They stuffed a lot of puns into that sentence. Now let's see. Yes, Perkinesis. Protection shield. Yarn Ball must be an ultimate that we earn. At least that I earn. Well, your Meowder Drive is similar. And an ultimate ability we probably earn by killing enough things or something. Ah! BB Cat stands for Baby Cat. I just learned that in the upgrade video. Let's see if I can show that. There we are. The full name is there in the corner, behind my head. So yes, we have the Child Savant. Nexus Extractor, fancy machinery for extracting more powerful chips and unlocking better upgrades. Oh, you're slipping. That was only 2 puns that time. Combine commons into rares, rares into epics, and epics into legendaries. Chips, huh? They seem to be a currency form of some sort. I presume we'll need those to unlock abilities, with stronger abilities requiring higher level chips. Well, there's already a lot of personality in the design.
Like the wind itself.
Let's blow them up.
I feel as if this almost has a TMNT kind of quality, doesn't it? This feels very Saturday morning cartoon and also secret underground sewer base sort of vibe. Very TMNT. So you can dash, I can't. I have to just plod
Like the
around.
wind itself.
Because my dash button
This
is my
has a
shield button.
cooldown.
But that means I have a shield, so... Begin the feline frenzy. Press this possum button to show you're ready to pounce. All cats must be ready before the fur flies. Let's see then. Anything else to look around? I think that's it, but what's this? It's a hologram, that's all there is to it.
Like the
Yep.
wind itself.
Well, it seems to be running stably enough on low settings. I think we can begin. I'm giving just a moment. Since I can fly around, I'm looking to see if there's any secrets in the ceiling. I don't think so, but... Alright. Where's Kagera's room was my other question. We see BB cats. I was hoping to find the archetypal ninja room, but I can't seem to find it. Oh well. Samurai Pizza Cats, and that's getting a new release of a game soon. That old anime is actually rather special. Caleb, the original personality of this body, That was his first anime. What a strange first anime to have. It is one of those animes where, when translated to English, the English team didn't have any Japanese scripts. The scripts were lost. So they took the animation, not knowing Japanese, and translated it to what they felt it should be. Just based on the scenes, based on the animation. They wrote their own off-the-wall script, and it's actually rather irreverently funny if you ever watch it. It's quite good. But anyways, let's go ahead and start. And that was a very quick loading screen. Alright. New rewards available. Wow, that was easy. Ah, an aspects reward to be... I suppose these will be upgrades we get until we play. Now, this is a roguelike, so... these are obviously temporary. What are your options?
Okay, I have a Alpha Jaguar. Is a passive. Critical strike chance is increased by 5% for each young Jaguar aspect. Second one is Pulse of Rage. Is a primary attack. Primary attacks have a 30% increased critical strike chance. And Fangs of Fury, a critical hit. Critical strikes have a 25% chance to apply Fang mark to the enemy.
Very technical. It sounds like we may have a mix of generics that we both get and uniques that only one of us gets. I have Alpha Cheetah. Attack speed is increased by 4% for each own Cheetah aspect. That sounds like a useful passive to gather. Super Cat Reflex, critical hit. On critical strike, attack speed is increased by 10% for 4 seconds. Does not stack. So buff the triggers on critical. Elusive Killer, ability cast. Grants 3% dodge chance for 5 seconds after using an ability. Cumulative. Movement speed is increased by 10 when at least 1 stack is active. That might be worth considering. Considering I have no dash, I'm slow. If I have my movement speed increased whenever I use an ability. What's an ability, though? Ah, ability cast. That would be the Q, I assume? Because primary and second attack are not abilities, so... I presume that means...
I guess both your shield and your kill also.
I'll grab Elusive Killer. It might be good to have a bit of speed. I could test it right away as well. It also is the rare of the 3, so I may as well.
Yeah, I don't have any rares over here, so I'm gonna just pick 30 critical strike chase for my primary.
That sounds wise. My movement speed did not increase when I pressed that.
Like the wind itself.
I suppose I'll have to see. Let's see.
Okay, 11, 12. Oh, okay. I see. It's just counting up.
I suppose we'll get a rank based on our time. It might affect our rewards. I'm not worried about it just yet. Let me see here.
We're just swiping.
Well, I'll figure out what an ability is in a bit. My Q ability just doesn't work. Does yours? It might only work once I'm engaged in combat. Oh, you can use it. I believe that's your ability, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and hop in. That's alright.
Yeah, I'm heavy hitter, but it takes fighting.
Oh, they can spawn on top of me. Now, we seem to be fighting, I believe, rodents. The milk launcher just seems superior to the Gatling gun. I don't know why I would use anything else. Maybe the right setup. Ah, let me do this, actually. I'm sorry. Oh, you can shoot through it as well.
Yes.
Yes, I should be placing that for you, for sure. I'll leave it there, so it's not to disorient you.
I think it is more for like if we start getting projectiles on our direction. But yeah, it's cool.
I can make very safe use of it by just shooting my milk launcher through it. Oop, I did not mean to do that. That's fine. Let's place it... Ah, 10-second cooldown on it. Or maybe like 12. Still don't understand how to use my Q ability.
What is your Q?
It's the telekinesis one. Maybe if I approach this enemy. There, I
Oh.
threw him, I guess. Oh yes,
Yeah.
that increased my movement speed, I think.
Let's see.
I believe it did. Yes, I think so. It's a little hard to tell.
If you can.
Sneaky turret.
If you can.
Yeah.
Oh, I get a movement speed increase when we're done as well.
Catch me if you can.
Wait a minute, do you speed me up doing that?
Wing it, is because of the ground here. The arrows.
Ah, the arrows. I see. New rewards available. Let's see. Aspect rank up. Increases one at random aspect rank by 1. I'm intrigued by that because if you only have one, you could guarantee it to increase.
Yeah.
Also,
I
do
also
you
have
understand
that.
how your health works? What does your health bar look like?
I have a 790 out of 1,000 for now for me.
And just one, right? A white bar? I
Yes,
assume?
Yes, I only have the white bar.
I
you
seem
have
to have
the
a blue bar.
bar.
I assume that's a shield.
Yeah, you have a shield.
I basically have 2 health bars. Increase run random aspect by 1. Does that even apply to my ability? I suppose I can find out. Or I could waste it. Let's try it. Well, it did upgrade it. There doesn't seem to be any way to click the aspect to see what it's doing. But now it has 2 stars. I suppose we'll learn when we learn. This is the first round. This is the first run of a roguelike. We won't really know what's going on just yet. You know one thing that's a little bit cheap, though? Do you
What?
remember how I used some of my limited fuel before we began the rounds? I still have.
Are you still?
I still have that missing,
Oh,
which seems a little
Also,
cheap.
there
I feel
is-
as it should refresh that.
there is the vending machine here.
Oh, I
see.
didn't notice that. Let's see.
So you can buy temporary upgrades or permanent upgrades.
Expires after 5 combat rooms. Expires after killing 50 enemies. I see.
Or you can also join a bunch of money to get ships for the upgrades outside of the game. I guess.
Yes, the next so it's a roguelike system where the gold is temporary, you lose at the end of a round, but the Nexus chips are permanent and unlock permanent upgrades between rounds. I can't afford anything right now, besides some
Yeah,
temporary
me
ones.
neither.
But noted. Let's see. Shield,
I got the leg.
Yes, there are moments of lag here and there, I don't blame you. They really just want you.
Shit, why did they want me?
I'll wreck
What
them
did I
while I
do?
pursue you. Have another shield.
I think I'm gonna die, lol.
Not. Oh wow, my shield is gone. I guess they attacked it. I suppose the melee enemy is the least scary. You can run off another direction if you like. Oh no.
Waiting for a revive. Oh, I have like a cool countdown. There is 20 seconds though. It's fine.
What do I press? What do I press?
I don't know.
There was no prompt,
Oh.
so I have no idea.
Well,
Maybe I figured it was just stand next to you long enough? I don't know.
I have no idea either.
That was awkward. Maybe next time we'll figure out the revive. That's annoying, though. I feel the revive mechanic is something I'd like to be told about before we have to use it. you
Yeah.
know? Because once you have to use it, you're in a rather tight situation. Yes, I know this is a preview slash demo build, but a bit of a tutorial screen, just giving the basics of things, would be nice. I've already lacked a bit of information. I just realized this is a cat face here. Did you see this?
Yes. It is the logo of the, I think, the English.
The logo of our little team. That makes sense.
It,
Well, let's try that again.
Huh?
A god of thunder. A nearby enemy is struck by lightning. A lightning strike every 15 seconds. That seems good. Especially since most of the enemies want to charge in. Do I still have my fuel bar at 2/3? I died, the game. We restarted the entire... Do I get 1 bar of fuel per run of the game?
maybe if like you need to empty the bar of fuel for it to start recharging or something.
It is now empty.
Although,
Oh, it is recharging a bit now. Oh, is that it? Is it going to recharge all the way, though? There's 3 lines, so I'm not sure. But, I would think it would be a very basic feature that if a player just started a round, just lost a round, that fuel bar should replenish to full, yes? Oh, and by the way, it seems that you must rate it all the way for it to recharge all the way, yes. That's fine under normal gameplay circumstances, but do top off my bar in between rounds, thank you.
Yeah.
And that just feels like an oversight, really. A very dumb oversight, if I may be so opinionated.
Blow them up.
Like the wind itself.
Na, you can hit me. You're like me now. I like you.
I wonder what this fire effect is doing. I will say my character is slightly obnoxious. Does anyone actually like a character that goes, na 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 na?
I know, right?
I think my turret, my Gatling gun actually does more damage than the mouth launcher. It's just like when fighting this shield guy, the explosion gets through his shield, so it's better to use that, I suppose. Well, sometimes. Yes, perhaps I was underestimating the Gatling. There's weird drop-off with the mouth launcher. I have to aim it up a bit, but it's a bit strange. Oh, you stunned him. That was actually very handy.
Oh.
I like having a vantage point. That seems to work well.
Yep.
Interesting how they're not aggroed until I shoot them. Are they regenerating? Hold on.
I guess they're spawning more, yeah.
I was wondering, is there a spawner I have to destroy? Also, those are like rats on those as well. Just standard feral rats that are very red. Oh, hello. I do love the turrets that pop out of the ground and you can't see them until they do. That attack you did to charge through him decimated him.
It also decimated my own health for some reason. Well,
you did charge through their bullets, so it was kind of a trade-off, I suppose.
but,
Perhaps I could get the shop discount.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, this is my ultimate, by the way.
Oh.
Which I guess you press E to activate. I wasn't aware.
Yes.
Ah, I
Yeah.
see. It says it there.
My ultimate is the fast boil. I get into overdrive. Yeah.
Thank you.
I see Sheikah's doing one of those things where they give a rating for the game and then slowly lower it as we play it.
Yeah. Just Sheikah things.
I think I'm glad that we don't ask Sheikah to help rank these things, because I feel as if Sheikah's way of ranking is not terribly the most fair. Let's see. Still can't buy anything. The vending machine is useless on the first round, basically. I guess I'll rank up the passive effects. Well, there we are. Does that mean... I would presume that would mean that instead of lightning strikes every, what was it, 15 seconds? Perhaps now it's every 12 or something? It would be lovely if I could click it to see how it updated. If I ranked up an ability, shouldn't I be able to see what that does?
I know, right?
I have clicked it, by the way. There's nothing... There's no way of knowing what ranking up the thing does, but I feel as if that's important information for your build. So you know what your build is doing. It's not the best.
Yeah,
I'm ready
like
when you are.
instead of upping my rank, I up the rarity of the same thing.
So you up the rarity
But,
of the rank. What does that mean?
Yeah,
What is the difference?
It's no purple. It's like epic something like a rarity, but I have no idea.
I would assume ranking
what
the
did it
rarity up
do?
would improve improve whatever it does, make it better. But that's what I also thought ranking it up would do. What is
Yeah, same.
the lack of explanation is frustrating.
No touchy. I hope you're not talking about me.
Feel free to run to the other side of the arena if you'd like. I can fend for myself. If you're getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's always the shield guys. Like they keep being on my face.
How do I hurt them alone?
Yeah.
They're quite the annoying enemy. Especially if they're with the player at the beginning before they have a build going on. And options.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll try that, I suppose. Aura of Grace spawns a banner at the location of the first enemy killed in each combat room, granting 25% increased movement speed to all party members in a 40-meter radius. Maybe that'll let you slip past some of them a little bit better. I'll just stand somewhere nice and obvious for the first enemy.
And I am on.
Here will be fine.
See us here.
That will do. Whoever has the shield enemy focused on them, the other person needs to prioritize.
Yeah. Pretty much.
The ice effects these enemies are leaving are quite obnoxious. They want to blow up on us. If they did blow up on us and leave an ice effect, I think I'd be fine with that. But if I manage to kill them before they can, I feel as if that shouldn't happen. Or it should be reduced. Oh, I died this time.
Oh.
Maybe you can figure out how this
How
works.
death to revive.
F! I didn't see that prompt last time. I came
Okay.
back with 250 out of 1250 health and no shield. So it's not much health, but it's something. Who is this? Well, I'll see after the wave ends. There. Look at this monitor for a moment. A bear or a very
very
fat
chunky
rat? Either way, they seem very fat. Let's see here. Zephyr says not whenever it's every 5 seconds. Agreed. I think I know what you're referring to that. Chica, yes, I agree. What are the rest of you in the audience feeling about this so far? The lack of information is debatable in opinion. I know some roguelikes love to not tell you a word about what's going on and have you figure it out on your own, but...
Like, it's awkward because if you press tab, on the left side, they do give you, like, 2 tips for the chips on the left.
They do, the moment
They
you mouse
go
over
to
them.
the... Yeah.
So they have a mouse
But
over
the
function
other-
for the tab menu, but it doesn't apply to
Yeah. They just didn't
aspects.
so for the aspects, yeah.
So for the things you actually would like to know information on, especially as they update and change with ranks and rarities changing, they don't tell you a word. But the things that remain static and you figure out once and it just stays the same, they tell you fully what those are. That seems that seems like the wrong priorities for that menu there. Let me rank up the banner, I suppose, so now the banner will do better banner things, I guess. Or I could heal. Nah.
Like, I
That's how
have
you
the
get
option
around
between ranking up or rarity up. I have no idea what is the difference between
Which
them.
is one of those uncommon and one of those common? Which of those things is rare? Pick that one.
I guess the rarity has like a green border.
Then that makes it
so
better
fair.
somehow.
Somehow, I guess it's better.
I'll try throwing the enemies more, the Q ability. I haven't really been using it much. And that's where our banner will be. Alright. Banner reduce in size after I ranked it up? What?
I don't know. It feels like kind
It
of.
appears to be a smaller radius, but I'm also confused why it's a smaller radius. And perhaps it has more effects now, so they reduce the size of it because it's more powerful. Take that, mouse. I'd like to look at these enemy designs, but they're trying to murder me. Oh, okay then. I do love these turrets that just kind of pop up. Reviving seems to take around less than 5 seconds. Not too bad.
Yeah, it's like it's just about like one show your revives, but like it just takes a little bit for the toe chip to appear, and I managed to actually interact with it.
I see. I also think it's a bit awkward how we enter a combat arena, fight some of the enemies, and the other enemies just don't seem to know we're here until we approach. I prefer finding them broken up. They seem kind of tough if they all came at once, but even so, it's a bit awkward. I must say, the milk launcher is confusing. It has a bit of drop-off. If I shoot... Look at this, guys. Do you think I should be hitting the ground in front of me with this? Look at where my crosshair is. That doesn't seem fair. Not at that distance, at least. I understand drop-off, but that's an insane amount of drop-off. Let me see something. I have to be extremely close to what I'm shooting at for my milk launcher's reticle to actually match the reticle. That is very awkward. I suppose the reticle's more meant for the... No, it's not more meant for the Gatling gun. I'm shooting below the reticle of the Gatling gun. This reticle is useless. Look at that, we survived 2 rounds.
Yeah, to be honest here, even my reticle, it shoots always lower than
Let's test this.
intended,
Do you see
so I
this
don't
box
know.
here? You see this box here? With a big fire flammable
Yeah.
symbol on it? Aim your reticle for the very tip of the top of the flame, and then shoot. That didn't
It's
seem
like
too
you-
far off. But it's probably, even a little bit of inaccuracy will throw you off. Especially with a single shot arrow. Still can't purchase anything. If I use the... Oh, I don't even have the shop reduction. When below 50% health, restore 3 health and critical strike. If every minigun bullet I shoot can do a critical, that could add up. I'll use that. That'll let me get a bit more robust, hopefully. No timer because we're going to play until we don't want to play. And
Wait,
because
I
there's
have
only 2 games
enough-
for today.
I have enough money to exchange for an extra ship, but I don't know.
Oh, I think I'll do that immediately. I feel as if this might be one of those... Okay, I recall the charm has played roguelikes where when you first start, it sucks. It actually sucks to play. Until you get a few permanent upgrades, at which point, oh, now it's playable.
Yeah, it's like
So let's go ahead and buy this, yes.
the downgrade rule. That you
In other
start,
words,
you
yes,
start off-
don't even worry about spending gold to try to get temporary upgrades to make it further. Not at the beginning. Get some permanent upgrades first. Then maybe you can make progress, alright. I'm going to put a shield here. That won't last long. Oh, I see, they're smart enough to jump up there. I do crit fairly often. I am healing a little bit. Actually, I'm not sure I am. Oh no, a shield renovate. I'm down.
Okay.
I wanted to let you know before I ran over.
Yeah.
Because one of those enemies
distracted.
solo is basically impossible, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can heal. I can heal decently. With the machine gun. I'm going to do this. I don't know how it works, but I'm going to do it.
Spin. I mean, you're not taking damage. I guess that's what matters.
I need to cut it.
Oh. That might not be good. That would wait well. It's really a very simple ultimate. Turn into ball, hit the ball into the enemies. That's all there is to it, really. I mean, it works. I completely wrecked the shield enemy with that. Stacked the damage up rather good. It feels a little awkward, though. You think that you need to charge in really fast, but it kind of felt effective to just sit on them and wriggle a little bit to do damage. That was working well enough. What's this? What does this say? Cats envy us prosperity. Is that what it says?
Prosperity.
Cats envy versus prosperity? I'm not sure.
I mean, better. I don't know. Like the second word
Is that an
feels like
owl?
it's some. I don't know.
And then there's 3 sweat drops, or rain. I don't understand, but alright. Let's see. Aspect rarity up. Oh, I got one of those.
Yeah.
I suppose. I decided to place it on my banner aura. So my banner aura is both rarity and ranked up. So it's quite good for whatever it's doing now, I assume. Can't quite buy a Nexus chip, but maybe if we survive the next round. We're both quite hurting, though, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some myself actually.
Alright. You want a comic book of this game? It does feel like it's supposed... It feels like it could have a comic book, yes.
Is it boss time or something?
To the left is an enemy. I died.
Yeah.
And don't blame you for dying. It was a sniper.
Okay. So to note, if you get hit, the bar resets.
That is indeed worth noting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to switch characters or keep going with your current character?
I mean, we can switch it before spending points into.
That way we can learn which character we like more. We could run the same character, I believe, as well. How do you switch?
I have no idea.
Quick to the you it is.
I guess so.
I don't see any other way. Good game. Yes, that was a decent round for us. Looks like we'll have a Wild West character, a character with a large wrench, and a character with a gun and a shield, it looks like. I'd kind of prefer playing them. That sounds like a good combination. Alright, anyways. So okay, there we are. Press any key does not mean click your mouse. Alright. I was getting confused there. Alright. Try picking Kagero if you can. Or did it even give you an option before? I just realized Kagero has a holographic tail. That's interesting. I kind of like that. I guess they lost their original tail?
Maybe.
That's why I have two. Always carry a spare. So it forces you to play a different character. There probably would be a character selection if there wasn't just two characters for this preview build. So, charge the arrow. Or shoot it fast.
I am one with the blade.
The blade is a charge forward.
If you can.
Does the shift dash hurt enemies?
No, the blade does though.
I see.
Katana. It will get her back.
And that is... Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I drop bombs as well.
I need. Yeah, I haven't been using those, but I probably should. Yeah.
Well, yes, I believe the enemies may
The set.
disengage you if you use that. It is a stealth, after all. That might have been good when the enemies were bearing down on you. In fact, that was the perfect time.
But I mean, it goes towards the other person though. But yeah.
True. But you're the slippery one. You shouldn't be worrying about my health. You should be worried about your own. Don't worry about my health.
Cannot be
If I do go down, you can slip around and revive me, too. Because you could leave the enemies on one side of the room, go invisible, and then sneak over and revive me, for instance. Yes, you're the character that will slip around to achieve the goals, including revives, so... Let's try this again. Well, now you're the other character. So,
Yep.
I must say that Kagero feels better for these types of enemies. We'll see how this works out.
You just have to have good aim, but otherwise it's very, very, very nice.
God of Thunder might be good.
Oh.
Aura of Grace. Ah, I see. Well, I can tell you what Aura of Grace did when I upgraded its rarity, because because previously I had a common Aura of Grace, which had a 40 meter radius. Strange. The rare version says it has an 80 meter radius. But I thought the radius went down
You felt
when we upgraded it. But according to this, the rare version should have double the radius.
So
actually.
one thing that I noticed is that there is like a small circle, but if you go very, very far, there's a huge orb. I don't know if that's the range or not.
Perhaps so. Maybe the inner circle is something else.
Because 80 meters is supposed to be like I guess a lot, kind of.
Well, I'll select it.
Especially-
Since it's rare. The telekinesis ability might be more useful. Try throwing the shield enemies if they get close to you. I see. Single shot, slow, but... Let's see here.
Yeah, you do a lot of damage.
Shadow cannot be caught.
There we go, making them walk over the mines. Just get behind them if you can. There you are. Now watch out.
This is Katana. It will catch her back.
I need to use my next.
I am one with the blade.
Oh
Ah, that
boy,
one
this
shot's
overheat takes a little. Okay.
Wait for them to hop up and then sword slash, and that seems effective.
Oh.
I am one with the blade.
They do not like the sword slash.
I was never there. I am one with the blade.
Ow. They also have a charge. They seem quite mini-bossy. Hard to hit and then even have a charge attack, which adds extra danger to what they do. The quick shot does less damage, I assume, with the bow.
Yes, he does.
I am one with the blade.
So charging it does more damage, yeah.
Would be nice if we could both play the ninja. I'm down.
Okay.
Do you have to awkwardly look down to revive me?
Yeah.
That explains why I was having trouble, perhaps.
Yes, so
Increased rarity? Why not? I only have one. It's now the upgrade above rare, whatever that is. No, I see how your health bar looks. I see your shield there. Alright.
yeah.
So now my
I
banner
don't know
is
how does,
really good, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how does the shield work though.
You place it and it
Like
just
it-
sits there and takes damage if it's
No,
shot.
no, I mean my own personal shield. Like how do I regain? Like I
You
was
don't.
gaining it,
It's
but
essentially a second health bar.
So I started with full dang, I guess. I don't know.
You did. You started with a full shield.
Okay, fair.
It doesn't seem to recharge. It's effectively just a second health bar.
Fair. That's awkward.
I agree it would be nice if something that is a different thing than a normal health bar does some sort of regen.
It's just
Maybe a set
another
amount that
health bar.
recovers between each round. I digress. I'm eating pot stickers.
Oh, yeah, silly. I used the shield by accident.
That's alright, it doesn't have the longest cooldown.
It will catch her back.
Kagero is definitely a more fun character to play. Back.
Yes.
Nope,
They have the zombies.
And the damage is just better, I feel.
Yeah.
Take your time. So look now. Didn't think they'd get that far. I didn't think they'd shoot from that far away. Or I would have blown sooner. I'm also taking out the bottle. I think Kagero's role is take out the enemies that leave an AoE from a distance. Otherwise they
Yeah.
become obnoxious for everyone. Shock Stomp. Secondary attack. Secondary attacks have a 20% chance to apply shock to enemies. That's my sword, though. I don't want to use that too aggressively. Hypersonic Jump. Ultra passive. Ultra passive. A jump height is doubled. Upon landing, creates a shockwave in a 4-meter radius, dealing 200% of primary attack damage to enemies. That sounds good! Assuming my primary attack damage is my bow, that's a fair amount of damage in a single attack, so 200% of that. I'm gonna try that. Whoa!
Well,
That is one jump. That seems good. Oh, if I have my jump interrupted, hold on a minute. If something interrupts my jump height, that's a good place I can do this. Here, maybe.
I guess we're buying another ship here in the vending machine.
Yes. Also, look at me for a moment, V. If I get in the right position, it's just shockwave endlessly. Yeah, so always buy those Nexus ships. But we'll see about spinning them after this. I figured it'd probably be good to get more than one. I doubt you could do much with one.
Yeah. It does seem like you have to like even transform the ships into higher rarity ones.
Indeed. We're only getting commons. Which I assume will work for the starting abilities, but not very long.
Like a wrecking ball.
I'll see about that sniper when I can.
This is Katana. It will catch her back. I am one with the flame.
Sniper down. They seem like a big
cool.
threat, so
Yeah.
I think it's time to go. Oh yes, the shockwave. That seems to work. That seems to work quite well, actually.
Just jumpy.
I think I literally Goomba stopped that one. How much damage was that doing to the wrench guy?
I didn't sell.
It's a little hard to tell when you're jumping on top of things.
You use the sniper scope.
I seem to be better in
Unlucky.
the sniper role.
I am one with the flame.
I mean, honestly, I would also prefer, but yeah.
They do seem to be
You do,
better.
you do.
They seem better, don't they? I kind of get the impression
Yeah.
the mech is supposed to be that tank you can rely on to give you a little bit of defensive backup, but honestly, they just waddle around and their shield dies too quickly, and they don't seem very
Yeah.
effective, do they? It seems a bit of an oversight they wouldn't let us both pick the same character. I mean, why not? You want to run two agile builds together. That sounds rather entertaining.
Oh,
It's a very
Next
unfortunate
issue.
limitation.
give is a random amount of Nexus ship is what? One of the rewards available for me.
It sounds like a... So you're basically trading something to benefit
Yeah.
your current build for some Nexus chips. I'd say go for it. See what you get.
Okay, confirm. And I got a legendary Nexus ship. Wow.
That was the other thing I was thinking. It might give you rare ones. It gave you the rarest ones. I'd say that's worth it.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Well, I can't afford anything. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I have an interesting one here called Sacrifice. Enhance one aspect by sacrificing another. Upgrade the rarity of a random aspect or upgrade its rank if all your equipped aspects are already at max rarity.
Hmm.
I presume it means that it's going to remove one of my aspects. It doesn't specifically state that. But it does say sacrificing another for one.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to lose the shock jump. Possibly, so...
Yep, fair.
30% discount. I might get that. Hold on.
Yeah, you can. Does the discount also work for the ships?
I'd presume so. What would that bring the price down from 300?
Like a 30% of 300 would be
Around 100, right?
I think yes, 210 would be the price.
That's fine. I have 265, so I can buy a Nexus chip doing that. I'll do that.
Huh?
I don't really have anything else interesting. I guess health is nice, but... yes. So, oh, this is a very large room. I'm probably going to run around. Don't expect me to stick around, unless you need me.
Yeah.
I am one with the blade.
Well, depends on the defenses. I'm going to jump over the wall if it gets too hairy.
Huh?
No more restraints.
Oh, okay, the ultimate doesn't make me invincible. I was mistaken.
Oh.
Yours did, so I thought. I'm down when you have a moment.
Yeah.
If you get a moment.
Hey.
Fortunately, they got a bit stuck walking back over. That's good.
Yeah.
It's time for jumpies.
I am one with the blade. I am one with the blade.
The non-blue hamsters just want to charge me. I can easily counter them with a sword.
Say your last words.
Now the attention is out to you.
Sorry about that shield guy. I know he was taking up your time.
Don't worry.
I do not like those turrets.
Oh my god, like the shield didn't last like 2 shots.
Yes, they don't last at all. The moment it starts getting shot, it's gone. Ah. What? I didn't even know there was another one. I do not appreciate how the turrets are hidden until they shoot you.
Mhm.
I think that's actually quite cheap. I mean, technically they aren't hidden. You can see the panels are going to come up from, but how does that help you if you're below them? Yes, that is quite... oh, that's unfortunate. 297 coins. Not quite enough to buy.
Also, okay, so I got an Aura of Grace. It's yet another banner type. It's gonna increase your speed by 25%, but also it's gonna lightning strike an enemy every 15 seconds.
It's not bad. Do you want to stack buffs? I suppose we can.
Yeah, gonna try that.
Okay, hold on a moment.
Uh-huh.
Partially because I'm eating. Right, let me read what I've gotten here for a rare. Fangs of Fury. Critical strikes have a 25% chance to apply Fang Mark to the enemy hit. Fang Mark
Yes,
is
I
applied to
also
one
have
additional
that.
enemy. Game.
I have no idea.
What is Fang Mark?
I have no idea. I also haven't seen it change anything from what I have. Like, I have the finger, but yeah, it's just wow.
What is a Fang Mark? Why is there no information for anything you care about to this game?
Mm-hmm.
This is another reason that Charm avoids demos, because sometimes these questions can be dismissed by the developers as, well, this is an early version. But these are not fair. These are fair questions, whether you have a demo or full release. If you want the player to engage your game and understand what they're doing in it, I mean, that's the goal, whether or not you have a demo, an early access game, or a full release game. You want the player to be engaged, understand what they're doing, understand what they're going for. It doesn't matter if it's a demo or not. This information needs to be there. I can infer that Fang mark is probably going to be an icon applied to them. It's a mark. Mark abilities in video games typically are a case where an enemy is marked by something, and then they receive some sort of debuff. Maybe they take extra damage or something.
Yeah.
One can infer that they might take extra damage, or have some other sort of debuff, while the mark is applied to them. That being said, it doesn't really matter, but... I guess I'll get Jaguar's Thirst and get some health recovery here and there.
Yes.
Yes, that's a real bad thing. I don't know why this game is failing to give you basic information. Especially for a game where you have to consider your build. This is a game that wants you to consider your build. How can you make considerations about information? One sniper down. I think there's another. I am also down.
Oh no. Where are you at?
The far side of the arena.
Oh, I see.
Are you not given any sort of marker about where I am? That's a bit of a shame. The sniper. Oh, you survived. Long enough to go down. I have an idea. One moment.
I mean, I think maybe you can like become invisible and revive me.
The unseen.
Precisely.
Oh, you became
Hope to revive
invisible
didn't seem to be
again.
working.
Well,
You're up.
that's fine.
You what?
Am I? What?
I revived you, but you disappeared.
But I get alive. I can
Oh,
shoot.
you are alive?
I
But you
can
disappeared.
shoot. I don't exist, but I can shoot.
In that case, I'll run away and let you, Mr. Invincible, half-dead person, handle it. I assume you're invincible.
Okay, they're kind. No, they're shooting me and I have HP bar.
Never mind, then I'll go back to fighting. If I had an invincible ghost helping me, I figured that was a good time just to run away.
Yeah.
Oh no. I can infer where you are.
Beware the unseen.
Oh. It's not a game.
Do I even have a revive bar for you this time?
I mean,
Yes,
you
I do, technically.
Fair
Just a moment.
enough. Oh, nice.
I guess you revived.
Thank you.
And also, yes, you can revive while stealth. It doesn't break stealth.
Nice.
That's very
That's
important.
good. Yeah.
Kagero is the sort of ally you don't want anywhere near you, so that when you go down, they can sneakily revive you. I'm surprised this run is still going, really.
I think I might die again.
Don't make that a habit.
Boy.
Did you die?
No, I good. With 20. Never mind. I was going to like brag that I had 20 health, but I didn't.
Yes, I'll just keep my ultimate and then revive you. That seems to be the best strategy. Wait, when did I gain up? I have almost all my health bar back. What exactly happened?
I don't know.
Well, I did get out the critical healing thing, but I don't do that many attacks. I didn't think that I would heal. Well, this seems to be working well. I think we have a way of... I think potentially, if I play extremely carefully, we don't have to die. As long as you're the one kind of getting in there and I just stealth to
Fair
heal you.
enough.
Well then,
Surprised you got this much HP back, though.
perhaps I received your HP for reviving you?
Maybe?
Good job, you helped your teammate have some health. Next is ship purchased. Let's see. You know what? Sure, aspect rank up. Why not?
Yep,
I
I'm
decided to
also
rank
getting
up
aspect
my
rank.
passive effect, which... I'll be quite honest, I forgot what that was.
I
was my
honestly
passive effect?
forgot.
That's
I
another problem
forgot
not being able
too.
to mouse over things. Even if you know what you have, if you start gathering a bunch of things, do you remember what it was? I don't. That wasn't the Banner aura, and it wasn't my job, so that was... No, that's my crit. That's the crit heal. That's been increased now. Okay.
Oh.
You're still invisible, by the way, so you...
Yeah.
I will only ever know where you are when you die. Just keep that in mind.
Look at my little shots.
Or when you shoot, I suppose, if I extrapolate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. Let me know when you're ready,
That's
because I can't
just-
tell. Oh, I can see you go through the shield! Alright then. This room looks a little... Rat King! Alright, engage him as much as possible. I'll back off and kill you when you go down. Alright then.
I guess I wasn't on the shield proper. I was looking forward on the shield.
I'll be basically on the other side of the room. Guess I placed a banner here. My focus will be ads. You can do whatever you want to the boss.
Yep.
If there's no ads, I'll
Oh,
fight the boss,
they
too.
teleported back behind me. What the heck?
So they move.
Yeah.
Well, His Majesty is quite fancy looking. He's also focusing on me. Are you down?
Yes, I'm down.
Okay, I wasn't clear about that. Where are you?
Eh, just a bit below the bridge, the ramp.
Yes, that even works
Thank
on the
you.
boss. Even they are not aware of where I went. I thought they might be able to see through it, but... Well,
What the heck? I died in one hit.
perhaps... Makes sense if you're low health. With fighting a boss.
Where?
I'm getting stuck on debris in this arena. That's going to cause a problem. Where are you?
It's on the start of the room. Behind you.
I know you're not the most agile character, but it looks like you'll need to move a bit more. If you can.
Yep.
It will catch her back.
But it's fine if you go down. Just... Don't do it so fast my ultimate isn't recharging. That's all. Is he stunned?
Your
Headshots do
ultimate,
more
I guess
damage. Yes, use your ult.
I guess
That's a
I'll...
good idea.
How the... Am I even hitting it? Oh my
I think he
God.
was going through an invincible phase change. Oh no, there's a massive tornado rat. Tornado rats, tornado rats.
Ow.
Tornadoes of rats. Tornadoes of
I got
rats.
downed. I did.
Where are you?
Below the bridge, like it on from the start. Yep.
Are the tornadoes of rats still chasing me when I do this?
Oh my God, no.
I had a feeling they might. I still revived you. Enjoy.
Yep. Thank you.
I believe we'll have to destroy these tornadoes of rats. I fell in a corner. That's not great.
Yeah,
I'm not getting anywhere
I'm
near
shooting
them.
it.
I don't know. Do they attack beyond trying to run into us? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's been pretty hard to locate myself because I'm now seeing really far.
Also, it appears that melee enemies simply try to go around your shield while projectile enemies can shoot through it. Mind you, the Rat King's back. Oh, he reabsorbed them. Oh, he healed with them.
No.
Unacceptable. Heads up, I accidentally used my... Did you die?
The
Yeah, try not
But
to for a
I-
moment, but I actually used my ult. I actually used my stealth.
I was just surprised that I took damage while using my ult.
That's understandable.
I have 1 HP. Okay, well.
You have a dream. Where'd you go down?
I thought
oh,
I
see.
died.
I see.
Yeah.
By the way, one thing about the revive menu, the circular bar slows down when it reaches the end. So if I'm impatient, I might stop your heal too early because the bar is slowing down. That's
Yeah.
horrible design. I have to psychologically tell myself, nope, keep holding it down.
Yeah.
The extra jump height is not useful just for the shock, by the way. It's very useful for popping into the boss, popping to hit the boss, and we're just shooting at the ceiling because of this. This works actually quite well.
Okay. Doing some. Okay, they're immune now.
And they're going to tornado
And then
again, and they're
someone
going to heal all the way back
tornado.
up if we don't take them out.
Yeah.
This is kind of annoying.
Jetpack, please. Well.
If I'm reviving you, I don't think we'll kill them in time. Where are you?
On the other side. Across there. Yep.
I was never there.
Okay.
They did actually unstealth from me. They did not see where I went. We should focus one tornado. The lowest health one.
Fair.
Good. I assume that means one less tornado next wave.
Yeah,
I
fair.
presume as long as we take out a tornado, we'll make progress. I'll try to take out a second, but I doubt we have time. Yes, I thought so. Let's hope there's only 3 tornadoes, or I don't know how we're making progress in this fight. Next time. By the way, there's multiple banners now. I'm not sure why, but why not?
Yeah, sure.
Say your last words.
Ads are down.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome.
Focusing on the boss.
When he's doing this, you can headshot him very easily. I don't know if you're aware, but they do more hit damage. Right.
I mean, I do know, but minigun doesn't
There are
help
3.
with
There are
that.
4. There are 4 tornadoes. You're going to need to
Okay.
survive, Mister, so we can actually do enough damage to take out more of these.
I mean, we are doing
Did we make progress?
progress.
It's hard to tell because he's
Yeah.
healing. One tornado down.
Their HP bar is below half, so yeah.
Good. And let's see if we can get a few more of these. Don't get so greedy you die. When they stack on top of each other, it's hard to take out the one you want to take out, though, isn't it?
Like, preferentially, we would like to kill everything, though. And I think we are almost there.
We
And
did
there
it.
you go. We killed everything. No heal
Excellent.
for you.
Maybe he'll stop doing that shit now. Keep an eye out for ads. I assume he'll summon more soon. Or maybe he's out of steam. Who knows?
Yeah,
No ads,
they're-
I am one with the blade.
Yep.
I think they're down. That was fast.
I took some over there. Down.
Where?
To your left. Left side.
Where?
Oh, to your left. That
was my left.
On the on the middle. On the middle of the room. Fire.
I don't see you. More information, please.
Like if from... Yeah, there you go.
Okay, he hurt me with a tentacle while I was invisible, so mind that. Well, so much for all that health I had. More mods, more ads, by the way.
Yep.
Did you go down again?
Nope, I'm good.
Last time you said splat the cat was when you died. Just checking.
It's plenty.
He's attacking very quickly now, watch it.
Yep.
You'll probably want to constantly stray for that.
Pretty
What are we
much.
doing? Teleport? Alright.
Ow. 6 HP and a drink.
The leash is off, and I am on.
And they're trying to split the cat.
For me, they're just... Oh, more ads, watch out. What was that attack? Alright.
Off. Back at the entrance ramp.
No?
I'm dead.
No, I just went to the entrance ramp, you weren't there. Could you explain more?
The int is the opposite for... Yeah, just... Yep, you found me.
No, you don't.
It's very scary when I hear them shoot as I'm not looking at them.
It will catch her back.
Actually, you know what? Die. Never mind the ads at that point.
I just
Hello,
literally just started flying on their direction and doing air strike.
What's this?
Next
Nexus
ship.
ship. Also, hello, Flare. This is actually Nikki, not Charm. Charm's been away for a
So,
while.
have you... Okay, you pick it up. Okay, it's... Good.
I picked
Just
up a
checking
chip,
if
yes.
it is in... Yeah, just checking if it is like... Do
Do you know how difficult that was for me? I had to revive you around 15 times and you were invisible. The only mark I saw
Yep.
was the little medic symbol above your head. That's why I had to be explained where you were each time, generally.
Yeah.
You're very permanently broken. Funny.
You literally revived me like exactly when I was disintegrating, so I guess I'll be like this for a while.
So we also can verify another problem with this demo. They have the player disintegrate before they fully die, which means that if the player is revived at the right time, it is after their model disappears, but before they die. Which is dumb. Those things should happen at the same time. Alright. Jaguar Source rank 3, why not? Keep the South Hill going and keep reviving the robot that can't dodge attacks. Not your fault, by the way, it's the character's fault.
Yep. Also, so we have 1,200 coins.
We do.
I
Wait,
see
I have
something
1,000.
though.
I have 1,000.
So I see something though. There is Link's lifelong 4% health regeneration. That means you can always be at full health when
As
you
long
start
as-
a fight.
Yes, I see your point. Reduced health, but that seems worthwhile. I mean, losing 20% health doesn't matter much if you never have it, which is definitely your case.
Yeah.
And even for me, I would benefit from that. I'd prefer to have less health, but I'm barely taking. I'm rarely taking hits. I could reduce my health bar and just have that remaining health at max most of the time, so as to be safe.
Yep.
The 9 lives at the bottom is interesting. I would never take that one though. 9 additional lives, but you only have 15% health on them all.
Yeah.
Yes, why not get the life loom?
And now
an
full
extra
health. Yep, next
And
issue.
now to sit here. Yes, it does work. Wow, that doesn't even... That's a quick heal, actually. Does that affect your shield?
No, my shield is
Shame.
at 0 still.
Now that shield... I don't like that design. The shield implies
Yeah.
that the mech is more tanky, but the moment you lose it, it's gone. And even abilities like this don't recharge it. It's more or less just an extra temporary health bar that you take damage to before the main health bar. But once it's gone, you're basically just a little bit less squishy than me. How much health do you have, Max? Right now?
I picked up a health upgrade before, so I have 1,000 right now.
And I have 800. I barely have less than
yeah.
you, really.
Yeah, I probably should have also 800, honestly, if I didn't pick the upgrade before.
Most likely. That shield bar doesn't really make you tanky if you don't have any way to recharge it easily.
Yeah.
Alright. Ready to continue?
Yes.
Alright.
I need to show myself on the...
You're still invisible, by the way.
Yep.
I suppose I can play a little
like
more
the-
aggressively.
The health regime just working mid the battle is very good.
It will catch her back.
I agree.
This is Katana.
That's a bit much. That's a bit much. They're really going for me.
Yeah, well...
Oh, a sniper. That was part of the problem. They stop a moment before they make their shot, by the way. Their aiming reticle, that is.
I am one with the blade.
But that region is insane. That changes the game quite a bit.
Yeah.
I got extremely low, but I'm basically alright again. It makes me a lot more confident about using my slash as well.
Katana. It will
Which
catch
is
her
quite good as an attack, so it's worth it.
It will catch her back.
I feel like the voice lines are a little long, though. I use the katana and my character says, "This is a katana, it will catch your back." And it's like, good, I need a small tutorial description every time I slash my weapon.
Yes.
What is
It's
this?
very cheesy.
Was that a lightsaber made robot? That's what it
Yeah,
appeared to be.
they were spin. They did the very spin. I don't know.
That's a well, thank you, I know. I am cute. But so was the V.
Fine.
Let's see. You still have a hitbox, so I couldn't get in front of the arcade
Yeah.
vending machine. I was very confused why.
I'm way too huge.
Oh, random amount of Nexus chips. Yes, I'll choose that one. What will I get? One common chip. You had the better luck.
Oh.
Well, no reason not to buy another. There we are.
They're entering without claiming they were okay, fair enough, let me... At the very least, they do give you a warning about that. I see.
That is at least good, yes.
Sure, let me get a gravity up.
0 days since last accident. Zap the rat, I suppose.
Wait.
Oh, that's another Mac.
Having fun, little one?
Oh, what the heck?
There's a Mac and a
I got
battle
this
arena.
I got this integrated on the start room.
Yeah, there was quite a bit. Where are you at?
Very at the entrance.
Catch me if you can.
That mech is not to be messed with. I'd recommend some cover if you can make it.
Yeah, I don't. Where? I know in the middle of the enemies. That's gonna be a problem.
Dead. You're not always the
Yeah,
best at
dead.
communicating your status of life.
Where?
Beware. Felix.
There you are, goodbye.
Okay, thank you. What the
Thankfully,
heck?
the stealth does revive
I-
rather quickly.
And I dead.
I can't take you anywhere.
Mostly
because you're-
Yeah. Yeah, I'm way too slow, sluggish.
It's not your fault.
Uh-huh.
It feels like you're supposed
It's
to
just-
play this game fast, so if you can't, then how? What do you do?
Yeah,
We'll catch her back.
this is not conducive to Zoomy V.
These turrets are really bad for me.
Uh-huh.
Say your last words. It will catch her
Okay.
back. Say your last words.
This is a bit awkward.
Say your last words.
Are you... No, you're alive. I can't actually tell
Yeah,
by
I
looking at
am.
your health bar. I
Yep.
just have a lot of other things to focus on right now, that's all.
That's fair enough.
I am one with time.
I died. I got too aggressive. Far side of the room, back of the area, if you can.
Okay.
As in, forward. You need to go forward. My apologies.
Yep, I see your name. As opposed to other people asserting me you're not invisible.
You were invisible though, so I didn't actually. I wasn't aware when I stood up that I was. I wasn't aware when I was revived. That's a horde. I dropped some mines on their face. That seemed to work.
Yep.
Goodness. We've been
Yeah.
back for the brink numerous times here. Oh. Interesting. Come back to the start. Oh, never mind. They got out of the wall.
Oh.
They were stuck in the wall. That's why they weren't covering.
What? Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, they have a ranged
They
attack.
started. Yeah, they shoot a bunch of blades.
I wasn't aware. They took out half my health doing that. That's fine. Alright, what are you looking forward to walking around the level aimlessly until we get shot by the last turret that's the last enemy?
Where's still where?
That's best case scenario. I have another thought. Would you like to know the other thought?
What is it?
The lightsaber robot was half stuck in a wall up on a wall. That makes me wonder if they can clip through the wall.
Oh dear.
You see what I'm trying to say.
Where?
Where are you right now? Okay.
Yep.
I'm trying to hug the walls and see if I hear something. You might be able to milk launcher them if that's the case. Unless, of course, they clipped out of the map so hard that they fell down into a void or something. In which case... Well, you know. Yes, you might as well try shooting walls. Yes, I'm starting to remember a bit more. There's multiple reasons why Charm doesn't cover Next Fest, doesn't cover demos that often. But, yet another reason on top of the others is... Charm likes to be more fair with games when possible. We all know that Charm loves to critique and is quite good at that, but she does like to hope that the game is putting its best foot forward when she reviews it, so that that critique can be served out on a product that is deserving of it, you know? Something that has had time to be put together, and that its flaws are certainly something that are a bit more definitive. Demos, on the other hand, well, they can have many flaws that can be easily dismissed by, well, it's not finished yet. But I believe Charm would counter that with, if it's not finished yet, and my complaints are not valid, then why am I playing it right now? Not to say that all developers don't take feedback with their demos. Some certainly do, but it just doesn't feel quite as correct or as satisfying to critique a game that is in a demo state. Look at what we have here, everyone. It does appear that the last enemy or something is... well, simply put, they're not in the room. So we now have a dead run. Not only do we have a dead run, but is there even any way to die? If we hit quit to menu, will this run's progress and the multiple chips we've earned even save? I feel as if we need to die for it to bank our progress. I'm checking every little nook and cranny for an enemy. I'm not seeing anything. And you see, since Charm breaks games, and that curse is a little bit... I suppose that curse could follow me and Tucker as well. It does appear like it may be doing that. Charm prefers to review full games, or at least early access games, because they're in a state which their bugs are a little more ironed out. And thus, the cosmic misfortune that is Charm breaks games doesn't collide nearly as badly with an early access or finished game as a demo. That's not always the case. Charm has broken plenty of games that were full released, but the chances of terrible bugs are lower outside of demos. And let me raise this too. When Charm plays a demo, like we're doing right now, let's say that the finished version of this game doesn't have these bugs, like this terrible one that shuts down your run. Nonetheless, all of you have witnessed this happen. Does this make you feel like picking up the full game? Does this make you feel like picking up the full game, crossing your fingers and hoping that they've repaired some of these bugs, the lack of information that this game provides as well on its upgrades and stuff like that? I'd say that checking out a demo that doesn't give a good showing of the game discourages people from checking out the full version of the game. Because while one can certainly hope these things will be ironed out, that's never something you can have promised. So I would understand if some people would see this demo gameplay, look at the full release later and go, no, I'm not interested in spending the $15 or whatever dollars to risk this possibly happening. Yes, it's from the demo, it might have been updated, but do you want to risk your money on finding out? And this is why Charm doesn't check out demos as well. So many developers wish to be checked out for demo forum. Especially during Steam Next Fest, which is, if you're not aware, it's basically a festival event of some sort. Sort of this event where temporary demos are basically put on Steam en masse, and there's a bit of coverage from Steam itself, the platform itself, basically advertises and promotes different demos from different developers. It's supposed to be a way that indie developers could get more attention, which is not a terrible idea, of course, but the problem is, demos are, well, some are more polished than others, some demos are lovely, don't get me wrong, but I think it's more often than not that a demo will have a very poor showing because it was kind of scrambled together for the Steam Next Fest. I want to point out that the Charm has played Sage enough that you guys know what I'm talking about. How many developers have scrambled together a Sage demo that is a real mess because they had a deadline to meet for the event? That same thing happens with Steam Next Fest. In fact, Charm has had some developers angry. Some Sage developers were angry at Charm for not having the absolute latest up-to-date version. This is because Charm typically downloads Sage games in a mass before the event started. And sometimes some developers would have those initial versions be quite buggy with a mindset of, oh, well, I'll fix it in a day or two. Charm didn't get those fixed in a day or two versions, and some devs got mad at her for it. Which doesn't leave the best taste in her mouth as well. And in any case, the reason I'm talking about all this is because I was hoping beyond hope that perhaps the cinema would pop out of the wall by the time I was finished speaking. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be doing that. So, Christovs.
Yep.
I think it would be best to have you quit the menu as I'm host.
Okay.
Which hopefully will preserve the run and end it.
Quit the menu.
And with any luck, it would also preserve what you got. Did you go?
I got it.
It doesn't seem to stop anything for me. I guess I must also quit. So will I have the 8 common ships when we get back in? Let's find out. You sounded robotic. Might have been a sound glitch while I was closing things out. The server is back. Actually, it does appear I have the chips. Let's see if you have yours.
I do. So
Well, that's
there.
good. They seem to save the
Double
profile.
cats.
They seem to have saved the player profile. Oh, how did you manage that?
I just selected her at the start instead.
You can
to
select
join.
the same. That's good. I wasn't sure if we could. Well, let's see then. That's good. I'm glad that if in the event of a soft look, we still get what we collected. But still, though, that is very bad for a run to end in that fashion, regardless. And I would say that does put me off from checking out the full game. I wouldn't want to encounter that. I suppose I could still, though. I'll have to think about it. Let's look at these mods, then. There's quite a few mods not available till early access.
I love how I have a legendary chip, but there is nothing to spend it on.
Yes, it appears that common and uncommon are available.
Yeah.
And a rare. I see a rare here. Couple rares. I think you have too powerful, chip. Can you downgrade it?
I don't think so. I can only upgrade chips.
There does seem to be some very powerful mods here. I think we can only equip 3, though. Using dash grants stealth for 4 seconds is quite powerful. But we can't actually afford that. Dashing fires 3 arrows in a cone.
Oh, there is another line of upgrades here.
Do tell.
It's on this monitor
Let's
here.
see. Purchase custom upgrades.
It's
last
on the
forever.
things. In our the first hit in each biome. Auto revival. Here
Which
comes back with fear. Inside of the pet upgrades. Like the survival line, there is like a.
Which ones do you
It's,
have? I
on
only
a-
have access to 2.
Yeah, no. I was just reading because even the ones that are only available on early access, I can still read it. I was just reading along.
Oh yes, cat's erection would be handy. Final Scratch seems a bit mean. When the player is downed, all remaining party members deal 15% increased damage until the combat room is cleared. That's nice. If they are picked up, will that go away, though? 10% discount for vending machines. Enemies drop 1 more gold. 1 more gold? That doesn't sound like much, but...
As I see, you can also upgrade the on the hero upgrades. I see on the right side.
Is that
there.
for the Meow? Is that for the Meowver drive? No. Yes, it does appear. Oh, not that one though. Bowstring draw speed is increased by 25%. That actually would be a big deal. Hello, Essler. How are you today, sir? Let's see, what is the exchange rate? I have a number of commons, which seems like the better deal compared to your legendary.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
Another minor nitpick. This is a smaller issue than some, but wouldn't it be nice if there was a little prompt next to the things we could interact with? We didn't even notice this upgraded monitor before because, well, there's no prompts.
Yeah.
Until you approach, anyways.
And, you need to really just be wall hugging everything until you find things.
Oh, that seems useless.
Yeah.
Go to the chip combiner.
You saw the amount that you need. Oh my god.
Yes, I like the idea that you can combine multiple common chips into a rare, multiple rares into an epic, and multiple epic to a legendary. However, 20 common chips for 1 rare is a little bit excessive.
I know, right?
15 rare chips into an epic, and 10 epic chips into legendary. Let's ask a simple question. How many common chips to get a legendary? Let's see who can do math. I'll 3,000 common chips. 3,000 common chips to upgrade from a common to a legendary. What is this exchange rate? Because I don't like it. I'm sorry,
right?
Don't bother with this. Just play until you get the random chip bonus as an ability upgrade, then cross your fingers to get a good one. Okay, so now knowing that we're more or less functionally locked into just common upgrades, let's see what I can buy. Did I just... If you click something, you immediately buy it with no prompts and no way to back out.
Oh my god.
I accidentally clicked. I didn't mean to. Well, I suppose it's not useless to have more Meow to drive meter. Yes, I clicked it. There wasn't a sound, and it just immediately spit the chip. Cute.
Hey, boy.
I think that the discount for vending machines makes some amount of sense. Maybe. That would be a case of spending Nexus chips to get more Nexus chips. What do you think? Oh, I can tell you this, by the way. I bought Energy Filled 1. Now I can buy it again for 3 more common for another level. It seems to have 5 levels.
Yeah.
Though it only tells you that once you've made a purchase, I've noticed. I assume all these have levels. That you can only see once you buy one.
Yeah, Witch's Cat also has 5 levels.
Ah. What do you think we should buy?
I don't know.
I'm going back to the other mods first.
Yeah, I think the other ones seem a little bit more.
I can do 20% more damage with titanium arrowheads. Crit strike chance increased by 16%. I mostly just shoot arrows, so... that might be a good little combo. Well, I say that, but I also use a katana. I will get... I will get the extra sharpening titanium arrowheads. And with my remaining 1, since I accidentally spent on the outer drive, which is not a bad thing or anything. It's just annoying that I did it without meaning to. I suppose the last one I'll buy... I suppose the 10% discount wouldn't hurt. Very strange how I simply click it and it buys it without a confirmation. I think this is one of those cases where it's like, I know this is a demo, but other games have done this before, in better ways. Why didn't you adapt that for your game, developers? These are kind of no-brainers. Demo or not. Also, I found Kagero's section. It's here.
Oh,
I presume? Assuming they're an alcoholic, in which case, yes, I found their section.
And they have a fridge. No.
A fridge?
No.
They drink way too much, and... Oh, here's some arrows, so it must be their area. Well, there's a Saturday morning cartoon for this. Ultra Maycats on TV now. What do you think? Are you willing to keep playing and give it another go?
Wait.
How about this?
Also we got... Wait.
I would like to run double ninjas. That sounded a bit better.
Yeah.
Also, I would say this: hard cutoff if we soft lock a room again.
Yeah.
I'll give it one. I'll give it one freebie, so to speak. One freak accident. What are your thoughts, though? You were about to say something?
Yeah, I was just saying that once we got the like a life rigging, it kind of became more easier to just go through the rooms. So I think
And now
like
you're not the
if we
clunky
get
character.
yeah, that too.
Now neither of us are the clunky character, more importantly.
Yep.
Yes, a bit of a shame. The mech seems like it's interesting, but it's not. And it's also piloted by a very annoying little kitten. Sorry, but any character that goes nya 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 as a regular voice line is not fun in cooperative games. You're going to want to slap the partner that's using the character.
I also love how like they like you can't hit me for like 3 shots and they should just poof and you're dead though.
Here's this in bigger text. I was trying... Remember how we were trying to read this? Maybe I can read this in bigger text. Cats...
I have no idea what...
I still have no idea. This font is impossible. Cats something prosperity. I just realized I don't understand the second word either. I think it's envy. No, it's envy. Cats envy us prosperity. I think that's what it says.
Us prosperity.
It should be cats envy our prosperity, if anything, but yes. Cats envy us prosperity. Now that we can both stealth to revive, this should work well. Let's see what we got here. Banner. Movement speed, nah. Not really interested. Primary text has 30% increased critical strike chance. That's interesting. Or do I want the below 50% restore 3 health? No, I'll go positive rage and hope for the actual regen skill, which it's in the vending machine, yes?
What?
The regen skill's in the vending machine. We can just pick it up again.
Yes.
Yes. I'll save up. You know what? I won't spend a single coin until I get it.
Yep.
Now let's see how effective we are as a double ninja team.
I will catch her back. I am one with the blade.
You can crit these enemies, by the way.
Huh?
Headshots, that is. If you can figure out what
Yes.
counts as a head, anyways.
I am one with the blade.
I'm going to leave.
Yep.
It's getting too crowded.
Say your last words. I am one.
That was rather quick, wasn't it? Just barely over a minute.
Like the wind itself.
Let's see here. Yes, they don't seem to.
Nice.
They don't seem to randomize. Link's life is still there. Can't buy it yet, but let's
Yep.
see here.
And I haven't bought the upgrade that lowers the price, so yeah.
I
Little
suppose I'll
bit
get the
more.
rank or rarity. By the way, have you decided what's better? I'm giving those options.
I don't know.
I suppose rarity.
Well, next to sheep. Or
This feels like shitty
you know
Marvel
what?
Rivals from Cats. You mentioned that earlier. Could somebody here tell me what is Marvel Rivals? I presume it's a hero shooter of some sort.
Yeah.
I'm not too aware of hero shooters. I know of Overwatch. Overwatch 2 didn't do well. Then Overwatch got overtaken by that other hero shooter whose name I forgot. And is Marvel Rivals any good? Is saying shitty Marvel Rivals mean that it's a worse version of a good thing or a worse version of a bad thing?
We've seen plenty of people playing it, yeah.
Seems decent then. Fair enough. Oh, I went down. So just use your Q ability,
Okay.
don't shoot, and then revive me.
I disappeared too.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll go to the other side of the room for now.
Yep.
Might go down again, just warning.
That's fair.
It will capture that.
Yes.
When I close my eyes, I disappeared too.
Wait, what? Did you hear that voice slide, or was it just me? Oh, I went down again. I apologize. Don't worry. You have time. You have time. Just wait for it to recharge.
Yep.
So, I just heard BB Cat say, when I close my eyes, I disappear too. But BB Cat isn't here. So... Alright. Is this green aura yours? I assume so.
Yes. It gives you 15 dodge.
Ah,
This is Katana. It will capture that.
I am on fire.
I am one.
Oh, don't be on fire.
I went down at the start. They really don't like me. Nicely done. So I do see a fundamental issue with this game, beyond the bugs, beyond the lack of information. And that is simply that the mech character isn't good. I don't see a playstyle that works for them. Not with this sort of game.
They just serve as
Also-
a punch bag.
Also, I would say, enemy area of effects on the ground should immediately dissipate upon room clear.
Caught.
I caught on fire after everything was dead. I don't think that's terribly fair.
Yeah, you see like it is like your aura over here. Like
Let's
when
see.
you
I
when
see
you
a
look
black
into
line,
this
yes.
direction,
Oh, yes.
yeah,
If you stand
I think
sideways, it
that's-
looks very strange, by the way.
yeah, I think that's the like the actual banner range.
Catch me if you can.
But yeah,
It's kind of
it's-
awkward that you can't at all see it when you're inside of it.
Wind itself.
Yeah.
Catch me if you can.
Is the mech bad? It's a large target that moves slowly. It has no dash ability. Its whole idea is that it has an extra shield as a health bar in addition to health, and it has a shield that it can place down on the ground to protect everyone. However, the shield health bar, once it's gone, it's gone. It's temporary health. There might be some weird way to recover it, but not even a life recovery skill recovers it. It's basically just a temporary health bar that once it's drained, makes the mech just as squishy, just about as squishy as the other character.
Yep.
And, as for the shield it drops, if one enemy decides to fire it just a little bit, it's immediately gone. It has almost no health. So, the mech character is clearly designed to be a tank, but can't tank. At first it might seem like a tank, but as soon as the shield is gone, it's just as squishy as anyone else.
Yeah.
I disappeared too.
Also, one thing that I realized with the cat Use your stealth.
Beware the unseen.
You see your HP?
Oh, it does. There's some reach in during it.
Yeah.
This stealth ability feels. Now, I will give the mech this. When it has its ultimate, that's a pretty useful ultimate. You're invincible for a very long period of time and just can run into things. However, did you use the mech's Q ability? The one that takes the same slot as stealthing here?
What, the grabby hand?
Yes, did you use the grabby hand? I used it a little bit.
No.
For the sake of review.
Not
It's
really.
horrible. You have to get the face aside, but you throw it a short distance away. It does a little bit of damage. It just hits you hard. The mech doesn't have the mobility for a melee range ability that doesn't even do that much damage. I'm not even sure why it has a cooldown. That's how bad it is. Let's see here. I suppose I'll get Shock Stomp this time. Though... it just occurred to me that if you want to force upgrading certain skills, you could avoid getting an aspect to narrow down the range of aspects you have, if you want something in particular to upgrade. Just had a thought about that. I don't think I'll do that in this case, but... I suppose I'll... Shock Stomp. Why not? If I slash lay and base shock.
But yeah, so the reason that you had regenerated all your HP while trying to revive me is because the stealth does a little bit of regen.
Which also means you can heal between rooms with the character even without any abilities. I still recommend the regen for boss fights though. The regen purchase.
Yeah.
So, I suppose it's good right now. It'd probably be good if I did this a few times. Good enough.
Okay.
The AV reticle works better for the bow user. I think the problem here is the AV reticle is for the bow user, but the mech, for some asinine reason, also uses that reticle, even though they really shouldn't.
It will catch her back.
Yeah.
Now you see me. Now you don't.
Ow.
Well, I wanted you to walk into this, but I guess if you're not... they walked around it. Lovely. I'm not using the stealth ability for the binds. You see what I mean by enemies getting stuck, though? This is how we had one phase through a wall. Which, by the way, is an assumption. I assume the reason we softlocked that room is because they fell through the wall. I didn't see it happen. But it's a logical assumption based on the fact they're literally getting stuck in things anyways.
They just keep standing there.
Aspect rank up. Shop discount. Let's see, shop discount. That might be worth doing. Shop discount links life loom. I could buy it anyways, but it would save money if I shop discounted it right now. That's probably worth doing. It's a very expensive ability, so it saves a lot of money. Like $200. There, now we regen properly. Also, double primary attack speed, but cooldowns are increased by 15%. If we feel confident enough to not need to stealth that much, that would probably be good for that too. I don't think 15% would be too dangerous.
Yeah.
I'll probably pick that up next when I can.
Sure, sure.
And then I'll worry about ship upgrades, I suppose. This is more of a run where I'm trying to get powerful, though.
Yep. We should try to get as far as
Also-
possible in the game now.
As far as I can tell, if you do a quick shot of the bow, the aiming reticle, it hits below it. But if you do a fully charged shot, the aiming reticle is actually accurate. I know. Innovative
What?
concept, yes? An aiming reticle that aims correctly. So if you're using a charged shot, it's fine. But if you're using a weak shot, or any of the mech's abilities, it's not fine.
Yeah.
Shall we? There's clearly a lot of work and skill put into this. It does seem to have a... Like, it has a budget, it has a team, it has developers that have some skills. The animation team definitely are putting in the work here.
I am one.
It's just a shame that... Well... It's so buggy. Even for a demo.
Yeah.
Like I said.
Wind itself. Like the wind itself.
There is another way to get the shield enemies hit if you can't hit them directly. And that is to encourage a melee attack out of them, which does also work. Or a range attack. If they throw their wrench and reveal their shield, they lower their shield very bad.
Yeah, you can also shoot their feet. Also works, but doesn't give
Or
as much
you
damage.
can also shoot their hand, I suppose, as well.
Yeah.
It does feel like they designed this game around this character and then threw in the mech randomly. Doesn't it? Like, right now, everyone, does it look like a competent enough game? I feel like it does right now.
With the blade.
Feels like I'm playing competently, it feels like the game is running competently, it feels like everything's fair.
This is captivity. It will catch your back. I was never there.
Just pretend the mech doesn't exist, I suppose, until they fix it.
Pretty much.
Weirdly, I can't select an aspect until you also get to the room.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is, but alright. I think God of Thunder is good as well. I might pick that out. Oh! Do you have Call of the Wind, the dodge chance banner?
I think so, yeah, but it's not a green one though.
Well, I can place one down too, if desired. It's rare.
Sure, I guess we can have like a 30% dodge chance.
I don't see why it wouldn't stack.
Uh-huh.
Yes, why not?
Hey.
Well, the why not is God of Thunder, but that's only a common. But also lightning strike on enemies every 15 seconds. I'm gonna go God of Thunder.
Okay.
Let's see here. Can't quite get the double attack speed just yet. Soon. After that purchase, I think that's all I want for permanent upgrades, because all of these grant a debuff as well, and Mystic's Meow Mirror grants 80% increased cooldown reduction, but primary attack is disabled. That seems rough. I guess not terrible for some ideas, some build ideas though. But yeah, Tiger's Tempest, and then after that I'll buy chips. I mean, I guess if you could use the katana more often. I kind of feel like the cooldown should be 0 for at least your secondary attack, if your primary attack is disabled. But I feel like it's gonna hurt your DPS.
But here.
As long as you're always moving to the side, the snipers will not hit you. Oh wow, the lightning strike did a ton of damage to the sniper. And it actually stunned it as well. That was actually very good.
This is Katana. It will catch your back. I am one with the
If you jump, you can also headshot the shield guys. It's a bit precise, but quite effective, since it's also a headshot. I'm getting a little more used to headshotting most of these enemies, getting used to their enemy types and how that works. That's a lot of gunfire. Did you see that electric shock? I think it hit multiple enemies there. I feel like Mech was after player 2. Well, if you've noticed, player 2 can also be the ninja cat.
Yeah. But I also hear the mecha, yeah. It's very
You also
awkward.
what? You hear the mech, you hear the mech comedy.
The mech, yeah.
It's like they assumed we'd have the mech, so just played their voice lines. Why wouldn't they play as the mech as well? Alright, I'm going to purchase the double primary attack speed. Should be worth it. And then I'm going to buy an aspect rarity up and see what happens. My secondary attack buff got an upgrade. Alright, fine enough. I'm guessing when the reticle goes to full circle, that's when it's charged. That's quite fast, I must say.
Yep.
Good. The mech was made for multiplayer, just shoved in. Oh, you're saying the mech is for player 2, like playing as Tails is for player 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog. Are we just wrecking his health bar, or is that just me?
Yep. That moment when you don't even need to like kill the passes because you can just run away from them and
say cheese. Beware the unseen. A shadow cannot be caught.
I think there's still an ad alive, so mind that. Great that the tornadoes are chasing me, because I got the lightning strike. That's wonderful.
yep.
You know what? Let me just charge through a tornado with a sword. Why not? Where do I headshot a tornado, by the way? I'm asking for it. Alright. He's still somehow healed. I don't really know how I managed that. At least I think he did. My lightning strike was dealing with the ads while I focused the boss. That was actually quite good. It's quite a boss design, I must say.
Like the wind itself. Say your last words.
That should be down for the moment.
Nice.
Even the boss has gotten stuck in the wall for a moment.
Yeah. So
What a
much
weird death
faster.
animation.
Oh no, the coin is like float. Okay, good.
Oh, lovely.
If you can.
Didn't even consider. That means that if a boss dies in the wrong spot,
Mhm.
it is most likely possible to get the coin stuck in a wall. Good. They really thought that through.
If you can.
I wonder what the second boss is, assuming that there is one. Seems like there would be. 50% dodge chance for 5 seconds of critical strike. Critical strike chance increased by 5. I think I'll go with that.
Hmm?
You know, there's an attack speed increased by 4%, but what's the point if you buy that one buff we just bought?
Okay.
I feel like that's better than it. And now to buy some Nexus chips, I suppose. Oh, you can only buy one per vending machine. I just realized that.
I see.
That's fine, but it's worth knowing.
Huh?
Wait. Feline Fortune Flask. Did you look at that at the bottom? Of the temporal upgrades?
Oh.
Costs 405 gold. Grants 250 gold when entering combat room. Expires after 5 combat rooms. Is it just me, or is that just something that gets you money for spending a little bit?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, after 2 combat rooms, you get...
You would have 500.
Yeah.
After after 5, you'd have 1,250, wouldn't you? This is just free money. Why? What is this upgrade?
Well, I don't have enough money now to buy it, but... It's good, yeah.
I suppose I'll pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very strange upgrade. The mechs seem very dangerous, so I'll target them first.
It will get
Yeah.
you back.
I don't really feel all that squishy anymore.
Huh?
Say your last words. Beware the unseen.
Unless the lightsaber maid wants to murder me, in which case I will take some damage.
Yeah.
No damage.
They do, like, melt my HP fast.
Watch out, there's 2, I think.
Uh-huh.
Now there's 1.
Nice. Yep. Hey.
When it's not bugging out and you're both playing as, what is their name again? Kaganero? Or something?
Uh-huh.
Feels pretty good then. Did it work the way I wanted it to? Yeah, it gave me 250 gold at that last combat encounter, so... I suppose I can always buy a Nexus chip now. What do you think 20% increased damage, but 8 enemies in every combat room are raged means?
I mean, I don't know. What does it? I get like there will be just four enemies. What? 8 enemies that will be like a bulky, like a very elite versions of it.
I suppose. And if we both picked it up, would that mean 16?
I don't know.
I don't think I need it, but I was thinking.
I mean, we can try it if you would like.
It's up to you. It might make a very dangerous enemy more dangerous.
Very fair.
I bought a rarity. I got a rarity up for the aspect. That made my sword now a legendary, I think.
I see.
Alright, I'm ready.
Huh?
The new cat is Clint the Sheriff. Do tell. By the way, the mecha seems to be a bunny. Oh good, a turret.
Yeah.
They actually have been blessed to not see those up until now. At least I haven't seen them. Oh good, another mech. Let me,
I think smile face.
Like the wind itself. Beware the unseen.
what a clusterfuck we have here.
Yep. I love how there is some guys
Would you
trying to
stop
hit
dodging
me.
around? What's that?
You got it. There's some guys just steady here under me.
I was getting around to them. But the little rats and the little blue mechs, they were sliding around so much, it was getting quite annoying.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the assembly line. It says the arrow asked me to go into the assembly line, but I fear I cannot arrow.
Yeah. We're not ghosts. We're just ninjas.
Crit strike damage increased by 30%. Yes, please. Nexus chip, yes. Alright. Here's the problem I see with the game balance. If you don't have the right character or the right things, game's kind of just difficult. You start buying the right things, game suddenly changes dramatically. The problem is, the vending machine has the right things, it doesn't seem to randomize, at least on this version. Which means you start each run, you pursue a certain goal, and then you have that goal, and you buy some... And then you just get some additional little buffs here as you go. It kind of seems like... repetitive. It doesn't really encourage multiple builds, it encourages finding the best build, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Why isn't there a cutscene talking about this? 'Cause demo. The problem is you can answer any complaint with 'cause demo, but it's... I feel like that only goes so far. Here's what I think is fair to say, to give a demo credit for. If the game isn't terrible, if what you are able to play is not very content rich, if it's short, there isn't that much to do, that's acceptable to say, well, that's because it's a demo. Completely understandable. However, the experience is disbalanced, buggy, not giving you proper information to how to play. That is not an excuse you can say, well, it's just a demo for. Someone with bugs, but not the rest of that. And even when it comes to bugs, you should still present a polished demo for your game if at all possible. After all, the whole point of a demo is to go, hey, look guys, this thing I'm making, I'd like everybody to have an early look at it so they get excited. Well, you're not going to excite people if it's a buggy mess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call this game a buggy mess, necessarily, but that bug where we just couldn't keep playing, that's a bad bug.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here.
Shadow cannot be caught. Say your last.
Oh, I went down, my bad.
Okay.
Middle of the room, more or less.
Waiting for a cooldown. Okay.
Now, my turn to south the hill. I got sniped by the lightsabers. At least I think that's what happened.
Yeah, they do a lot of damage.
Say your last words.
Also, something is raining down lasers on me. I'm not sure what that is, but occasionally I'm seeing laser beams rain down on me. I assume it might be the lightsabers as well, but I'm not sure. One lightsaber down.
Nice.
That's the other one.
Okay, another one. Yep.
We tag teamed it. It's funny we're fighting rats amongst other things, because in a moment I'll be playing as a rat. A little bit here.
Yep.
I have to say this is actually fun, by the way. I may be harping on it a fair bit, but when it actually lines up, it feels fun. The problem is I don't know how long it'll be fun. I presume that outside of demo, there may be other builds to pursue that work as well, but right now it kind of feels like choose one very good build and then profit. But that won't stay fun for long.
Yeah.
I actually have too much money now. If you want some money, just spend whatever, invest whatever you can in a feline fortune. You will have money.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You know what? Let's make it more interesting. Let's buy Wildcat's Wrath, shall we?
Okay.
Let's see what enraged enemies do.
Also, we're gonna discover if that's gonna be 8 or like 16.
8 or 16. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Okay, and it ranked up my everything. Every time I have a random rank or rarity, it goes into my secondary attack. So now I have a legendary with 2 ranks. All right then. I wish I knew what that meant. Still, but you know.
I know, right?
This room's kind of.
It's
small.
like kind of yeah.
At least the start of it is. I feel like what might be a good idea is to let them collect it here and then stealth out to the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, it's small over here too.
Oh my god. I see.
Make liberal use of your stealth.
off. I fell.
Not ideal. Not ideal at all.
Uh-huh.
Fell where? Could you tell me real fast?
By the entrance. A little bit on the middle of the room.
That was too slow, sadly.
Oh.
I had to stealth when I had to stealth because I was getting cornered.
Yep.
Oh good, so we lost
so-
simply because it was a small ass room. I love that. That room was just unnaturally small compared to everything else, so we lost.
So if you don't revive me, the mission just fails?
No, I died as well.
Oh, fair.
That's
fair.
the reason I was asking you to tell me quickly where you were, because I had to stealth early, you see, before I got to you. I usually stealth when I get to you, but I was under too much pressure, so I had to stealth early. I was trying to get to you while I still had stealth. I couldn't do so.
Oh.
That room was ridiculously small. I don't know what... How would the mech even handle that room? I'm sorry.
It
It
doesn't.
was a very small room that requires you to
Yeah.
go to a little trampoline to get to the upper half.
And the entire army of enemies started approaching and approaching infinitely.
That just felt like a fell room. Like, oh, you're doing too well. We'll stuff you in a small box with 16 enemies or something. There you go. I couldn't tell what was ranged, by the way. I don't think that's why I died.
Yeah, I don't think it was either for me.
Oh, I see. You could have 3 mods on each of these 5 things. I see.
But yeah.
I feel a bit done, do you?
Time for now become the right.
I think so. This game... I suppose I would have some interest to check it out again upon full release. Or early access release, but... Really, I will be looking for certain things and seeing if they fix them or not. The main thing, the biggest problem I see right off the bat is just the lack of information. Why can't I mouse over my currencies and find out they do, but not my aspects? I don't even know what's rarities and ranks up to to now. We still don't know what that does. What increasing rarities and ranks even does. We can get the impression that with rarities it maybe adds extra seconds to an effect's time of effect and increases radius on certain banner effects, but we only find that out by just randomly seeing rare versions of the aspect next to common versions in the random draw. We can't look it up ourselves, and that's perplexingly horrendous. Why would you not let the player see what the effect is? I just don't understand why they designed it that way.
Yeah.
This has potential, but if this was their Steam Next Fest demo, putting their foot forward to present what they have going here, I see some legitimate polish that can be done here, as well as legitimate polish that already exists. The gameplay loop is fun for one of the 2 playable characters. The other character is effectively useless right now. The lack of information given to you about the different upgrades you're getting makes them far less interesting, because half of their information is basically obscured to the player. That's not very interesting. It doesn't make them exciting. It doesn't make you excited to get them. So the motivation levels are lower. And of course there's the bug of the enemies getting stuck in walls to the point where either one fell out of the room for us or just didn't spawn correctly, leaving us locked in a battle arena with nothing to fight. So I think this looks kind of good, but they made some very large missteps here as well that I just simply don't think you should do even for a demo.
Catch me if you can.
Yeah.
Makes me leery of how this will turn out, but I suppose when this does fully release into early access, The key will upgrade. That's what they have told us, anyways. That this key that we're using right now will upgrade into the early access and eventually full release version too. When it says early access, are you interested in checking it out again with me?
Wait.
Okay. There is some fun to be had here. It's just flawed. I'll give some credit to the fact it's a demo for that, but not all of it. What about you?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a lot of things to be working.
Do you have any additional little thoughts or nitpicks you might have that I didn't address?
No, but I think also, you know how your jetpack wasn't reloading? I think that was a bug.
Really? Was it reloading for you?
Yeah, because it was for me, yes.
How strange.
So, but yeah, it seems very buggy currently, so...
I feel as if when you check out a demo, you shouldn't be... You should expect perhaps that it won't be quite as polished up as the full release, obviously. But I don't think you should tell yourself, alright, time to play a demo, I will expect a ton of bugs. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
Because, here's the thing. A demo is effectively a vertical slice of the game, a small section of it. That small section can still be fine-tuned for a nice, you know, professional demo showing. If the devs would be willing to polish up for the demo. I feel like a lot was left out of this one, both in the sense of polish and in the sense of just things that are left out of this that shouldn't have been left out. It's unfortunately bare bones that give you information, namely. And that just seems... Yeah, it just doesn't seem like a very professional demo because of that.
I am one with the
But, I digress. It was still fun to play, and it's interesting. We had things to talk about. Certainly not a waste of time. And I do think that this could turn into something good. We'll have to see. We'll check out the early access later, and if the early access version is leaps and bounds over this demo, then... Or I guess I should specifically say preview build. As far as I can tell, the only difference is this preview build will turn into a full game. The demo version won't. But it has potential. We'll see if it goes there. But I wouldn't recommend a purchase without seeing how the early access version, especially purchase in early access, I wouldn't recommend that without first looking at someone playing it, whether it be us or someone else, and to see if it actually provides proper information, variety, fixes character balancing between the two characters, and more characters beyond that. There would be a third one in early access too, another reason to pop back. We'll see if they have decent balance too. That's the Wild West one there.
Hey.
But thank you for joining me, Chrisovs, and that was Ultra Mega Cat's preview build. We'll see where this goes in the future.